everybody. Welcome to the Female Film Critics panel. And this is the show where we like to talk with female critics and content creators and hear about their experiences, talk about movies. This is super fun. And I am film critic Rachel Wagner. And today we have Delaney with us, Delaney at the movies on Instagram and her other social media. And Delaney, thank you so much for coming to talk with us.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so this is your first time on the podcast. So why don't you introduce yourself to
Yeah.
the audience and tell us a little bit about how you developed your love of movies.
So I'm Delaney. I have an Instagram, Delaney's Movies, and where I really fell in love with movies was when I worked at a movie theater when I was 15. It was my first job. And I liked movies. I think everyone likes movies when they grow up, but
Sure.
it was there where I just I fell in love with it. And it was
Uh-huh.
after seeing so many I saw a wedding at a movie theater. Like there was a couple who got married at the theater. And it was like seeing people like that. I was like, oh my gosh, like movies really change people's lives. And I've seen like family reunions there was towards the end of my time there was Top Gun Maverick was playing and there was a guy who showed up. He's like, I haven't been to a movie theater in like 20 years, but like this movie brought me back. And like I
Wow.
almost sobbed right in front of him. I just think it was so beautiful. But yeah, I really love the importance of movie theaters, and it's something I really try to urge to my audiences a lot is just like go to a movie theater, support movie theaters. Like that's just really important to me. So my heart is really at the movie theater. I do watch a lot of streaming as well, but I really try to get out to the theater
Yeah.
literally every weekend. So
Yeah. Well, see, I would have been incredibly jealous of you because when I was around that age, I wanted to work at the movie theater really bad. But um, but we in, I had applied and I don't even know why or maybe I didn't. So I really wanted to work at the movie theater. A bunch of my friends were working at the movie theater and I love movies growing up
hmm
and in order to work at this particular movie theater for that year at least you had to be willing to commit to Thanksgiving holiday that you would work Thanksgiving
100%.
holiday
Yeah.
and so I wanted to so bad but my parents and family were going up to upstate New York to visit my cousins and my mom was like no you're not staying here and we're not staying here just so you can have this random job at a movie theater and I
Oh,
was furious. I mean, it's completely reasonable on the part of my parents, of course, but
yeah.
I was not a happy
That's
camper. I was very upset.
That is so frustrating. Yeah. But yeah, that is a problem with movie theaters. Is like it's a night business and it's
Yeah,
like
that's true.
it is Christmas Day is the busiest theater for or busiest day for movie theaters. So like you're working Christmas Day, you're
Yeah.
working Thanksgiving, you're working all of these holidays, but you get paid stats. You got like time and a half, which I loved working those days. That was like
Uh-huh.
I was fighting people for shifts on those days. And my
Yeah.
parents, bless them, they're so sweet. They were like, we don't want to be apart from you." So they would go watch 3 movies on Christmas Day every single year because they wanted to
Yeah.
spend time with us still.
Well, I did end up working at a movie theater as an adult and for a brief time. And it was a lot more physically grueling than I would have
Oh my gosh.
expected. You're on your
Yeah.
feet the whole time.
Yep. Yep.
And it was exhausting a lot
It
more than
really is.
I thought, you know.
Yeah.
Even something like being the ticket taker is is kind of brutal.
Yep.
You have to be on your you just standing there for hours.
Yeah. I worked at a kind of a rough location too, so I was calling the cops daily.
Oh my
And it
gosh.
was super it's it was very traumatic, like the people that you deal with, and now the job that I'm at now where I don't have to call the cops daily, I'm almost like craving a little bit more excitement. I'm like, oh, like, but yeah, you meet some interesting characters at a movie theater.
Yeah, a little
So
more violent crime, right? You
yeah,
know, this is getting
it's kind of
boring.
like it's well, you're when you're doing that for 7 years. Like when I was 15, I started working there, and I was so used to
Yeah,
that
that's
until
a
I was
long
like
time.
22. So I was like, this is so weird. Is this like normal people's jobs? They don't have to call the cops every day. That's crazy.
That's funny. So
It was so good though.
do you
Yeah.
remember like in a formative movie that was really particularly influential on
Oh,
you growing up?
I yes, I'm a musical girly. And like Disney Channel was huge for me. So like the High School Musicals, Camp Rocks,
Uh,
oh sorry.
uh-huh.
Those absolutely like changed everything for me.
You
And
excited about New Camp Rock?
I am, it's exciting that it's filming here. Um,
Oh, that's right.
I'm very excited about that. I think it's really cool, but yeah, I don't know. I hope it does it justice. I have a feeling it won't, but
Uh-huh.
I have to learn to be okay with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a question of will it do it justice or are you an adult now where
I
you're,
know.
you know what I
But
mean?
I even look back, like, even if you just look at like the song lyrics from like if you compare that in like High School Musical to like Zombies, I'm not sure if you're familiar with
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but to Zombies now, like the lyrics are awful now. Like they really just aren't as good anymore. And
Yeah.
again, maybe it's just maybe I'm just biased too. I don't
Well,
know.
this recent Zombies was absolutely hilarious,
Yeah.
unintentionally,
Yeah.
but hilarious. Laughing.
Yeah, for sure.
But
But
she says, I'm not a zombie or a vampire. I can't remember. I'm not a vamp. I'm a cheerleader.
yeah,
That was my favorite line.
I know.
It was so funny.
It's
And
so good, but
you got
yeah.
to hand it to Milo and Megan because they're they're trying. They are doing everything they can to sell this horrible
And
dialogue.
they get paid at the end of the day. You
Yeah,
know, like that's how I look at it.
hey, no, they
Um,
deserve it 100%. Give them
yeah.
a give it. They earned those paychecks. They're trying as hard as they can. It's definitely not their fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think actually people are a little too tough on the decoms.
Mm,
I There's not that much that's made that's quality for preteens,
yeah,
for young adults. There's a
true.
lot made for older, there's a lot made for younger, but specifically made to entertain them. And not that you should give something not that you should give something a pass just because it has an intended audience, but
Hmm.
still I think that that there's a lot of value. I mean, my personal favorite of the DComs, and I think maybe the underrated, is the Teen Beach 1 and 2.
So real.
I love Teen Beach 1 and 2.
I actually love that for you. That's so awesome. I
Yes,
really like
yes,
that. I like
yeah,
that. I like those two. I like the first one more
yeah.
than the second one, but
Agreed.
I did enjoy those. Those are good.
So
I really
good.
like Ross Lynch, so I
Yeah,
was so there.
they're fun.
They are really
I
fun.
do.
And they were
Yeah,
kind of different too. They had a bit of a different vibe than the rest of them at the time.
yeah.
So I like them.
Are you a fan of Rachel's reviews? Do you look forward to Family Movie Night, Female Film Critics panels, or the Talking Disney podcast? If so, please consider supporting the podcast by becoming a patron. As a patron, you get to access monthly events such as the watch-alongs and Q&As, where you get to talk to stars and find out the behind the scenes of the movie making industry. And you can pick what I review for Family Movie Night or even become a guest on the podcast. Podcasts and YouTube channels are expensive, and I really, really could use your help. I would so appreciate it. You also get to be a member of the Facebook group where we talk about all the films that we're seeing, and we have so much fun. Go to patreon.com/hallmarkies and select one of the Rachel's fan tiers. That's patreon.com/hallmarkies.
So 2025 in movies, you've seen
Hmm.
a lot of movies. How do you feel? What do you think? Do you think it's been a good year so far, bad year? What do you think?
I I don't like want to be critical, but there's a lot of like those heavy hitter ones that I didn't love as much as other people did. Like
Uh-huh.
Sinners, I love Michael B. Jordan. Like the Creed movies
Uh-huh.
are my favorite, and I walked into Sinners and I think I walked in with like too high of
Yeah.
expectations. And it was hyped up so much and I was so stoked. It was like one of my most anticipated movies of the year. And I walked in, I was like, oh, like I wish I loved it the way other people loved it.
Yeah.
And
Same.
it's so
I mean,
devastating.
I did recommend it. I gave it fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, but I was nowhere near on the
Yeah.
level that I mean, I thought it was pretty messy as far as story and like I don't think it needed to be a vampire movie. Like the
Interesting.
vampire element doesn't start till pretty late into the movie. And
Yeah.
if it had just been maybe it's just because I'm, a musical theater girl, I'm a musical girl.
Hmm.
If it had just been the battle between the two styles of music and the two,
Oh,
like
that's a good point. Yeah.
I would have been 100% fine. Not that I mind a vampire movie. It just felt like all of these pieces kind of meshed together, and I don't think it 100% pulled it off, but like
Hmm.
I still would recommend it as like kind of a messy, fun, interesting movie that tries things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the amount of hype was a little much for that one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree
I
with you.
agree. I agree. And I feel like my cats are just fighting over. Um, the first 45 minutes I thought were so slow and like it just
Uh-huh.
took a while for it to get going for me,
So you
but
liked it better once it became the vampire movie.
I liked it once. Yeah, I think once like the nighttime came in, it was just like more interesting. Like when the three people show up and then,
Yeah,
you
the
know, like
vampires. Yeah.
yeah, I guess yeah, like I guess once the that part it just for the beginning, I feel like it could have been a little bit like they could have cut out a solid half an hour of that movie,
No,
but
that's true. I
I
mean, I
yeah, I have
agree, even though I liked I liked the beginning better than the once it became the vampire movie, it became more generic to me.
mm,
But I mean, I agree with you though that they definitely could have cut out 20
yeah.
minutes of the movie. And I mean, I think that like a lot of movies. I don't want to say most movies, but certainly most blockbusters could use a good 20-minute cut.
I agree.
They
That
feel
was what I
bloated, they feel
I
boring, and
I so agree. And I feel like as a viewer, like the last thing you want for your audience is to for them to feel bored. Like
yeah.
you don't want
I
your
mean,
audience feeling bored. And there's so many movies where I'm just like, holy, let's go. Like
like I was thinking about that actually. I was thinking about that today because so I saw the latest Tron movie and it has a
oh
lot of
yeah.
problems.
Who does it? Oh
It's
no.
yeah, sure. I mean it does. But it's the story is not that great, but like Tron movies, the stories have never been that great. But the pacing is is good. It's under two
Oh,
hours. It
okay,
clips
nice.
along. Yeah, so you're not like I didn't care that much about the stupid story because oh, here's a new action scene. And I was thinking about it because especially that first hour of the last Mission Impossible movie was
Yes.
painful. It was
Agreed.
so, and I think about the elements of that story with AI and the villains and stuff like it. It's not that different. Obviously, different setting. One has the computer world and digital world, but there's some similarities in the story. But I found Tron way more entertaining because it clips along. The
That's
pace.
good.
It just made me realize I'm like pacing is really important to me
Oh,
in a blockbuster.
100% it is.
Yeah,
And me as well. Yeah, that's the issue. I know it's a hot take. Well, you're saying one battle after another really I
yeah.
struggled. I struggled. It was
Like
so long.
yeah, it was so long. I did also recommend it, but I'm also not as high as everybody else.
Yeah,
I gave it I think I gave it a 3 out of 5, and I mean
hmm
people coming out of that movie saying this is one of the best movies ever made,
I
one of the
know.
best, not even just movies of the year, and I'm like slow your roll. I mean, come on. Like, if you really feel that way, if you really feel it's one of the best movies ever made, then more power to you. But you better be able to defend that. You
Yeah.
better be able to say why, because that is big words.
I know, and it's one of those things too. It almost makes me question my sanity. I'm like, am I seeing what other people are
Yeah,
seeing? Like, I want to like it the way people
yeah,
like it, and like, I just don't. And it's so
yeah.
like crazy. Like, it's the same thing with Sinners. I walked out of that, and I'm just like, did I see the same movie?
No,
Like,
it does.
it
It feels
makes,
a little bit like what? I mean,
yeah,
it just. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool that people are able to love these super messy movies,
yeah.
but I would say that One Battle After Another is really messy too. I mean, it's just going all over the place and the story threads and the just
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I mean, it was interesting. It was the kind of movie that you want to talk about, that you want like that it made me laugh because I cover Christmas movies on my other podcast. So I'm like, does
hmm
this count as a Christmas movie? What?
That's funny.
But
Yeah, I feel like
yeah,
the first 45 minutes of that one again were just like so strange to me. And I almost was like, this is not like at all what I was expecting. And it got
yeah,
better again for me like later on, but it's just like I was so lost.
Yeah.
Like, what do people see in this movie?
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So I was curious about there were a lot of hot takes on your letterbox, which I'm all about.
Yeah.
That's cool. But I was curious. So like you had a bunch of movies that you had really high praise for, but
Hmm.
then like your star rating, I was like, oh, like you'd say, I really like this, 2 stars. Or like for the roses, for instance, you said I
Yeah.
loved this and you gave it 3 stars.
Yes.
So
Yes.
explain that methodology a little bit to me.
Okay, so I do have my star rating. If it gets a 5 stars, it is my whole new personality. It is all I'm ever going to talk about.
Okay.
I'm going to be insufferable for the next like 3 months. So like Wicked, I gave 5 stars
Okay.
because I still talk about it and I'm still so annoying about it. I thought it was so good.
Yeah.
And my star rating, honestly, is a little bit shallow. I will admit. I've never actually shared it because I'm scared people are going to be like, "You're an awful person." But if for me, I really care about like the actors that I'm watching, right?
Uh-huh.
So if it has an actor that I really love and I think is like kind of cute, then it gets an automatic 1 star.
It gets
And
oh, I see what you're saying. Automatic
yes,
one
yeah. So
star.
it kind of goes
Okay.
up by that. And like I really like moments that this is really this is wild for me to share. But like I really like moments. I don't know if you've seen Blue Lagoon: The Awakening, but that's like my favorite movie of all time.
Well, I saw that it was all of your favorite films on
Yes.
Letterboxd. I was going to ask you about that.
Yes, yes, because it is my
Okay.
absolute number one favorite and nothing will
Okay.
change it. That's my thing. But there's a couple parts in that where there's like scenes where the male character takes care of the female character when she's like hurt or sick or whatever. If a
Okay.
movie has that, 10 stars.
Oh.
Incredible. Incredible work. So yeah, my stars are more like not anything really to do with the movie. I think like yeah, like if I really enjoy it and I would watch it again, I would do a 5 stars. 4 stars is like really solid, but maybe not my whole
Uh-huh.
personality. And then three is yeah, it's like it's fun. I enjoyed it.
Well,
And
see, that's
then
why when you said I loved this, I was like three
yeah.
stars for love. Like that seems
Yeah, I think
so
my
you
three
must be a Cumberbatch. What do they
I'm
call them?
not. I'm
Oh,
actually
okay.
not at all. Like I when we didn't actually plan on watching that. We were gonna watch
Like I thought
oh,
it was I liked it more than most, it seems like. And I
I
think
really enjoyed
I
it.
think I also gave it 3 stars, but I just
Yeah.
wouldn't say I love it.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was so fun and I
I
watched
think that it takes too long to become the comedy that it promises in the trailer, and that's the problem. But I
that's
thought it
fair.
was actually like a decent look at marriage, the
Yeah.
conflict between the two of them, and but if you're going in expecting this going to be War of the Roses, it's going to be a hilarious comedy. Like it takes a while to get there with the comedy.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can totally
Yeah.
see that. I really enjoyed it and I watched Relay
Oh yeah.
right before that and I didn't love
Uh-huh.
that one as much.
No.
So I went into that one being like, "Hey, I want to, I really want to enjoy this movie." So maybe I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a little bit more cuz I didn't enjoy
I
Relay.
I would say that I liked them both about the same level.
Okay.
I thought that Relay did a pretty good job for a movie where characters are just staring at their screen, at their phones, almost the whole movie.
That's a
Like
good
the
point.
fact they made it exciting at all was pretty, it definitely felt very pandemic y to me. Oh, this was made during the pandemic,
Yeah, for
everything
sure.
about it.
Yeah,
Um,
I really like Riz Ahmed and Lily James, so I was like,
yeah,
I
it's not
need
like an
to.
amazing movie, but I thought it was an okay little thriller.
Hmm.
But yeah, I my it hurt my heart a little bit that you have 1 star for Sorry Baby because that's my current favorite of the year.
I don't know.
I
It's like again,
loved it.
I think I suffered as well with the whole, "Oh my God, this is the best movie ever." And I walked into it. And I love cats and I saw that there was a cat on the
Oh
trailer
yeah.
and I was like,
Uh-huh.
but I had to do a little Google search before because if the cat died, I was not going to watch it. But
Sure, I get that.
um, but yeah, I don't know. I just and I really like it was so nice to see Lucas Hedges again because I hadn't seen him in so long in a movie and I was like, "Where has
He's
this guy
so
been?"
cute in it. I
I
love
know.
him. He's
Yeah.
charming.
I miss seeing him in like 2017. He was literally everywhere. And then he like fell off the face of the planet.
Yeah. I
And
just thought it did such a great job of blending humor and heart and her dealing with this trauma that has happened with like goofy humor, because that's kind of what a lot of us do. Like that's our coping strategy. And it felt very
Hmm.
like authentic to me. And that scene where she eats the sandwich, where she's having an anxiety attack, that really spoke to me. That scene, I was like, I really enjoyed it. But that's the thing with movies. Like it was
I know it's
like,
so different for everyone, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I watched it just because the hype and everyone's saying it's so good, and then I just expect so much more. And I
See,
hate
I
like,
saw it at Sundance, so I knew absolutely nothing
oh,
about it. So
okay,
I had no hype. Yeah.
that's nice that you had, yeah, because I had a bunch of people saying this is so good, so I wanted to watch it. And I think like I have become more critical of movies. Like I don't even know why. Like
Uh-huh.
I hate that I'm like that, but I just like it's a little bit tough for me. I started doing screenwriting, and
Oh, okay.
ever since then I was like I've learned a lot more about screenwriting, so it's just like
Uh-huh.
now I'm like nitpicking a little bit more, and I hate that. Like it's so frustrating.
Well, I mean that's the thing about being a critic, that's just such a different experience than the average moviegoer, is like you're going to think differently about a movie if it's like you've seen six movies, five movies, two movies in the theater
Yeah.
that year. Like
Yeah.
then you go see something like Jurassic World Rebirth and you're like, sure, there's
Yeah.
dinosaurs. Whereas
Yeah.
like me, where I see like 300 movies a year, in the
Yeah.
theater, I'm going to be a lot pickier on my Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah,
It
for
just
sure.
is. It's a true thing.
Yeah. And
Um,
I guess it just sucks. Like I want to love, like I said so many times, I want to love movies the way that other people love movies, but I hate that I've become a little more critical.
yeah.
But
But
yeah.
hopefully, I mean, my hope is that I can lead people to ones that they wouldn't have found otherwise. And I think
Yeah.
that's exciting. And also, I mean, I am by no means a movie snob. It just like for instance, even with Hallmark movies, because I cover those on my podcast, with Hallmark movies, that that is because I watch so many of them. Most people, they turn on one of them and be like, sure, that was a Hallmark movie. Whereas like I see so many of them I am more picky about them in
Yeah.
a way, but then I find the ones that are really, really good and I love them. And I I believe very strongly in appreciating something for what it's trying to be, like
Yeah.
judging it for and so it kind of makes me crazy when I feel like a lot of people go into particularly rom-coms with like a chip on their shoulder, that
Mm,
there's almost no chance that they will give it a good review or that they will like
yeah.
it. And it makes me crazy.
That's so fair, yeah. I don't like the whole like there's a lot of those film bros out there.
Yeah, it's just like
I pissed off a good couple of them.
like the ultimate example to me is the movie The Holiday, Kate Winslet. And
Yes.
I think
Yes.
I have yet to meet a person in real life who isn't charmed by it, that doesn't
Yeah.
enjoy it, right? And the
Mhm.
fact that it is rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, it just is insane. Like,
Yeah.
and you look at the reviews, the negative reviews, and it's such weak sauce. Like, I don't have a problem if you didn't like the movie, that's fine. But almost all the critics are, it's so predictable. I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
what? Like it just makes me
I hate
crazy.
when people say movies are predictable. There are some, like Us by Jordan Peele. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That one, for me, I was
Predictable.
shocked. I was shocked by the plot twist.
Yeah, I would never say that movie's predictable. People said
Completely
that's
shocked.
predictable.
Oh my gosh. And don't even get me started. I have a whole rant because like I had my close friends, we all watched it,
Ugh.
and they were like, "Oh my God," all of them were like, "That was so predictable. I could have guessed that from the beginning." And I was like, "Are
The
you guys
bunnies and everything they
Yes.
could
I was like, "Are
predict.
you guys insane?" Like that was not predictable in the
I
slightest. And they were all so, and I thought they all, like, I legitimately was like, they all coerced together and they were like, "We're gonna mess with Delaney's head and we're gonna tell her," and it was predictable. Cause like them like there's no way. There's like five of them that were like, "This is the
Yeah.
most predictable movie." I was like, "You guys are actually wild."
Wow.
But they all claimed that it was extremely predictable, and I was absolutely blindsided and I was completely
And
shocked.
and you can have movies that feel predictable, and that can be a valid critique, but like usually that's emblematic of other problems, like okay, the chemistry isn't working, or the
Mm-hmm.
dialogue isn't that entertaining, or I mean it because I heard some people say that as far as F1, which I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
um because and people say, oh, it's we've seen this movie so many times before. Fair enough. But
Yeah.
like, okay, then but the problem is that you evidently weren't as entertained by the racing scenes or by the dialogue or by the actors, or the which is fine. I was but in my opinion, the tropey nature of that movie, the formula of that movie, is actually its biggest strength,
Mm-hmm.
not its downside, because that's the thing that gets you hooked into the film, is that
Yeah.
you basically it becomes like a comfort watch,
Yeah.
you
I
know.
really liked F1 too. I thought it was really good. But yeah, I
Mhm.
would agree with those people saying it's the same movie. But also, like, it's just, it was so much fun. And I still, yeah, like you
Yeah.
said, it still had me captivated. I was
Hmm.
still
Hmm.
interested.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
didn't make me lose interest. So,
We'd like to take a second to thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the good folks over at Uncommon Goods. Uncommon Goods makes holiday shopping stress-free and joyful, with thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts you can't find anywhere else. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the US. Many are crafted by independent artists and small businesses, and because they're made in small batches, the best finds can sell out fast. So I recently placed an order with Uncommon Goods, and I got a robe that has hummingbirds on it, which is really, really cute. And then I got a savory and spicy maple sauce sampler. And so this has maple syrup that's flavoring barbecue sauces and sriracha and hot sauce and things like that. So a lot of fun, unique flavors. And so you can see that you can get a very wide variety of items. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So shop early, have fun, and cross some names off your list today. Get 15% off your next gift. Go to uncommongoods.com/hallmarkies. That's uncommongoods.com/hallmarkies for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. For me, at least, this year, I think has been a pretty good year as far as blockbusters,
mm-hmm.
especially compared to last year, which last year was rough for me. There were very few blockbusters outside of Wicked that I loved.
Yeah.
I there were a couple that I gave like I liked Inside Out 2. I liked the Wild Robot. I loved. So
I
the Wild
haven't seen that
Robot.
still. I need to put that on my
Oh
list.
yeah, the Wild
I've heard it's
Robot
so good.
and Wicked I loved, but
Mm-hmm.
there were just not very many. And there was like a long stretch last summer of movies that the internet was super hyped on that I was like, I didn't like. I didn't like the Furiosa. I didn't like the Fall Guy was very disappointing to me. And anyway, I can't even think of them, but there were a bunch in a row that I was like, it wasn't. That was disappointing. I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I liked Fantastic Four. I liked Superman. I
Yeah.
like that there was a pretty good stretch there where I liked Tron now. So yay.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
F1 I liked.
yeah. I can't even
So
think. It's been
that's
like such a long year.
that it has been a long year, hasn't it?
Um, Eddington, did you see that?
I did, yeah.
Did you like that?
I did go rotten on it. I was right on the fence though. There's things I
Mm.
liked about it, things I didn't like.
Yeah. I think Ari Aster for me was like a one-hit wonder with Hereditary. Like I only like Hereditary of his movies. Like
Uh-huh.
Midsummer's okay. But yeah, the rest of it just went downhill quickly and I don't know why I keep watching his movies. I'm like, I'll give
Well,
him a
I
chance.
I found the portrayal of COVID to be oddly comforting. Like it was the first time that I've really seen it portrayed as it really was, or
Yeah.
how it felt. That first hour or so, I was like, this is it was just kind of nice to see what happened portrayed on screen.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes increasingly like unhinged and a mess. And it felt to me like it was trying to be propaganda without anything to propagandize, without
Mm-hmm.
anything to say. Like it
Yeah.
didn't, like I don't need a movie to tell me how to feel, certainly about something like the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
but it felt like it wanted to say something and
Yeah.
didn't say anything. Like it would get close and then it would be like, well, no. So I found it kind of frustrating on that level. Like, and I felt the same way about Civil War last year. That I felt
Mm-hmm.
like that was also a movie that wanted to be propaganda, and it was even more that way because it didn't even commit to a time and place. Where
Mm-hmm.
Editing at least did that, that it had.
Yeah.
But it felt like, oh, it really wants to say something, but then nope, we won't. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked the first hour of Eddington, and then yeah, like you said, it just kind of
Yeah,
like towards the ending, I'm like, okay, what is going on? And it just it
yeah,
was strange. But honestly, I was really enjoying it. The first like hour,
yeah.
like I was
I
really
agree.
enjoying it. I love that cast. I think it was so they were so funny
Mhm.
together. And but yeah, it just went downhill big time for me, which was so disappointing because I was like, oh my gosh, Ari Aster's back. I'm so excited. Like it's gonna be another movie I liked. But yeah, didn't work for me.
Yeah. Um, what other one? Well, so you also gave The Long Walk a low score,
Yeah,
same
that
as me.
one. Yeah, it was. I get so like upset with like I'm not a gun movie kind of girly. I don't like a lot of heavy guns
Uh-huh.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went in there. I was like, oh, like I don't know, but and I knew what I was getting into, so it's not like I was a shock. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought the story itself was interesting, but I kind of felt a little bit bored. And I wish we saw maybe more backstories for each of the characters, like actually saw their backstories. Because like you said with Relay is like how much can you really do when they're all just walking? Like the whole movie is them walking.
Yeah.
So
Like
I do was
I
like,
think
oh
it was well done, well made. The acting was all really solid.
yeah.
And so it's one of those movies that I can completely understand why some people very much dig it. But
Hmm.
there were a couple things that it was just I needed more humanity.
Yeah.
Like if there had been one moment where these boys are like, this is it, we're standing up to this, we're gonna try to stand up to it, we're gonna try, or like the people watching, you'd had one moment like I that it was just so like I don't know. I just felt every time somebody got shot, I was just like, what am I doing with my life? Why am I watching this misery? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, the scenes with Cooper Hoffman
Jeez.
and I'm not sure, I don't remember what whose plays his mom, but the scenes with him and his mom absolutely gutted me. They were really good, and that was what I was like, "Oh my God." And I literally was like tearing up. It was so
Yeah.
that the acting there was incredible. But yeah, just I agree with you. It was just and it just felt long for me. Long walk. It felt long and it felt like I was kind of like snoozing a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really like Cooper Hoffman, so I would watch the movie for him, but yeah, I don't know.
All the acting was really well done.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
But what's been interesting for me this year is that so I have been the last 2.5 months, I've been working at a local radio station, a show called KSL Movie Show,
Hmm.
and it's been a Utah institution on Friday mornings since I was in college.
Oh wow.
I think the first
Nice.
year they did it was in 1996, and so it's a dream come true to get to be on the movie show. And so as part of being on the movie show, I've had to see a lot more movies than I might have normally seen, which has
Hmm.
been actually a really good experience. And going up to this, I had tried to increase the horror and some of the other genres that I wasn't as familiar with. I tried, but
Hmm.
there's still a lot. I have a lot of blind spots when it comes to horror. And anyway, but watching movies like last week I saw Bone Lake, And
Mm.
I thought that was actually really fun. I
Really?
enjoyed it.
Okay.
I would not have expected to.
Hmm.
It's definitely a hard R rating. It's a lot of a lot of blood and a lot of nudity and things like that. But
Yeah.
so if you can handle that, it was actually I thought I found it to be quite entertaining. And
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't
so
heard much about it, so that's
yeah, check it
interesting.
out. Check out Bone Lake. It's fun. And so it's been interesting. Like I watched all of the main Conjuring films. I hadn't seen any
Hmm.
of those because covering the fourth one. And
Yeah.
and what was interesting to me about that is that they were a lot more of a because I love romance, obviously I cover Hallmark movies.
Hmm.
There were a lot more of a romance than I expected. Like
Totally.
the
Yeah.
relationship between the Warrens is
Yeah.
the core of the story. And so I
Hmm.
enjoyed those way more than I expected, especially the second one.
Yeah. I agree. The second is my favorite of the Conjuring films too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy them, and
Mhm.
I'm kind of the ending was kind of sad. It was sad to see it end, but who they're
Yeah.
probably gonna do more spin-offs knowing them. So
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
we won't
sure.
I don't think it'll be the last we see
Well, they
of.
have such good chemistry. I
They
mean,
do. Yeah, they really
it's
do.
really one of the movies that I think is underrated from this year that's just barely got a theatrical release, which is a bummer, is The Lost Bus with Matthew
That
McConaughey.
is on Apple TV, isn't it? I saw
Yes.
that. Yes, and that was at I think it was at TIFF too. I need to watch that. I love Matthew McConaughey so much. I will watch anything with him. So
Yeah.
you enjoyed it. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I really want to.
I was totally in. Like this movie doesn't have much story. And I heard all these people like saying, "Oh, the script was cliched." I'm like, "What are you talking about? There's like very little dialogue. It's just an
Oh,
action. Like it's just them on the bus like trying to get through the fire. Like it's not a dialogue heavy movie. Like I don't know. I think that's a very weird complaint for this movie, but to each their
interesting.
own.
Yeah.
Um I was totally riveted. I was like, oh my gosh, how are they gonna get through this?
Okay.
I
I
thought it
need to
was
watch
really
it.
fun.
It was
So
on my list. Yeah, I
yeah,
wanted to
Lost
watch it.
Bus. Check that out. And what else did I love? I mean, so did you go to TIFF?
No,
Oh, okay. Because I went to TIFF for the
unfortunately.
first time this year.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
applied and for the media and then I didn't get it. And I was like the
Mm,
only person it feels like on the planet Earth who didn't get media for it. But yeah, it was and then it was just financially, I was just like, I just don't know if I can go and pay for every
uh-huh.
single movie and like it was just been so expensive, so I didn't
Yeah.
go. But yeah.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. Wanted to talk to you though about it was just an accident because I saw
Yeah.
your score and
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Oh my God, I'm so glad.
I also gave it 2 stars and I
Yeah.
am a big Panaki fan. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was expecting to love it and I'm
Yeah.
so confused by these raves.
I know. Doesn't it
Like
make you feel like you're going crazy?
like I can understand giving it a positive review because
Mm-hmm.
the performances and I mean I can understand that, but people's giving it like 5 stars and saying it's amazing. I'm like, really? Because
Yeah.
I felt like the movie really fell flat in its humor. Like
Yeah.
it was trying so hard to make us laugh, and I just it really did not work for me. And then I just felt like it was 2 hours of characters screaming
Yeah. And just saying the same thing over and over again.
over
I
and
feel
over
like we
again,
didn't learn
screaming.
anything new. It was just them being like, no, let's not do this. Oh, yes, let's go do this. No, let's not. Every scene was like that. And I felt like we didn't learn a whole lot more than that. But
I'm
yeah, I don't know. I
so
felt it was
confused.
super, yeah, it was I don't know. I didn't love it the way other people loved it, and I was that was probably one of my I watched it at VIFF because VIFF is going on right now, but
Mhm.
that was the first one. It was one I was really excited to see because I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, all these reviews. I was so excited. And yeah, I don't know. And the comedy for me was like, should I laugh? Like, is this supposed to be funny? Like, I thought this was like a thriller, like really serious. And then like I walking in and then the whole audience is like bursting in laughter. And I'm like, am I, haha, I'm like, huh, am I scared? Like, am I laughing? Like, I didn't know. Like, yeah, I agree. The humor was like almost like, should I laugh or is it worth laughing? Like, it was wild, and it was not
Yeah.
at all what I was expecting. It was very different than
No.
what I was
And
pitched.
yeah, it was, I don't know, very, it's just, it's hard to have it not throw you a little bit. And when, like, I think there's only me and one other critic on Rotten Tomatoes that's rotten.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, at least it was for a
Wow.
while, so there might be some more added on, but just like, wow, could I really have that much of a different opinion? But
Yeah,
of
no, I'm
course,
so with you. I'm
it
so with
doesn't
you.
change my opinion, of course, but it does kind of rattle you a little bit to be like,
Yeah. It's scary to be the one
oh,
who's like saying something different. Like, especially
uh-huh.
with one battle after another, I was like scared. I didn't post it on my
Yeah.
story or anything because I was scared. I didn't want to say anything about it because I've definitely had a few, like I said, the film bros, they come for me. They come for me.
No, yeah, I gave it three stars.
Yeah.
So I'm more with you than I said characters are complex and the narrative surprised me. And I did like that about it, that I felt like I have no idea what scene is coming up next. So the
Yeah.
opposite of the predictable argument, obviously.
Yeah.
And I like that. And also I felt like it did a good job of creating characters that were like morally ambivalent, which I thought was interesting. So
Hmm.
you have these characters who are terrorists, like legit terrorists, but also like a dad and a family man, um and even with Sean Penn's character, like because he's funny and because he's kind of a mess, like there's something sort of oddly charming which makes him kind of morally interesting.
Yeah.
Um and so
Yeah.
I liked that about it, and of course that chase with the hills was incredible. The
Yeah.
location scout deserves an Oscar for that movie.
That's what I said. I was like, on my review, I was like, how they find the world's windiest road
Yeah,
possible?
the
Like
location
Google
scout,
search.
because not only that, but like the movie, I mean, not only that, but the scenes where they're in the Chris with the Christmas club,
Hmm.
that house was incredible, and
Yeah.
the like the tunnels and stuff. And then also Benicio del Toro, that like series of apartments that were like all connected, and
Hmm.
that
Yeah,
was
that
a
part was nice.
really cool place. But yeah, I said it's definitely worth seeing if overlong and not emotionally compelling.
I think that's a great way of putting it. Yeah.
So like I never felt like this is gonna make me cry. I'm emotionally um
Invested.
invested in the movie. And I do think that can be a problem with Paul Thomas Anderson in general,
Hmm.
is I have a hard time emotionally connecting to his movies. Like even There Will Be Blood is, I think it's a masterpiece on a lot of levels. But it keeps me kind of emotionally at a distance, I think. Even Punch Drunk Love is a little bit like, I don't know, there's just
Hmm.
something about his filmmaking. Phantom Thread, definitely. Uh all movies I like. Don't freak out, comment section. But I don't know, there's just something that doesn't bring the waterworks. It doesn't make me kind of emotionally in.
Yeah. The only thing I'd seen of his was Licorice Pizza before this, and
Oh.
yeah, I walked out of that feeling I'm very uncomfy. I'll tell you that much. I did not enjoy that one, but yeah, I need to
Yeah.
watch more of his movies, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It was
Well,
odd.
I would recommend There Will Be Blood
I've
and
heard a lot about
Phantom
that one.
Thread. I think those are his two best movies. I mean, I
Okay.
I haven't seen Boogie Nights. I've heard
Okay.
that's really good. I haven't seen that one.
Hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, it's it's interesting.
We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies merch store.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for the postable, hardy, or Hallmarky in your life?
What about getting that t-shirt or hoodie that will help you stand out at your next holiday party?
Now is the time to check out the Hallmarkies merch store.
full of festive designs by artists like Jessica Miller, Carrie from Hallmark Comics, and more.
You can even have more than just shirts, but totes, cell phone cases, notebooks, mugs, and more.
And it isn't just Hallmark. We have designs for Anna Green Gables, Man from Snowy River, The Nanny, and more.
Every purchase at the merch store goes to help support the podcast and allows us to make the great content you know and love.
There are frequent sales, so go to tpublic.com/stores/hallmarkies or see the link in the description.
That's tpublic.com/stores/hallmarkies.
I really liked a little movie called Tina. That's a hidden gem. This is a movie out of New Zealand about a woman who there's the earthquake that happened there in Christchurch in New Zealand. And so she has this personal tragedy and she becomes a substitute teacher and ends up subbing for this to this teenager choir. She starts leading the choir.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah,
that sounds
it's really
like something I would like.
yeah,
Tina.
Tina.
Okay.
That one really wonderful lead performance and definitely worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the Unknown Number documentary on Netflix?
No. What is that?
It's wild.
What is it?
So it's just like a basic Netflix documentary, but the story itself is so wild that I won't spoil it for you, but
The Unknown Number. Okay.
The Unknown Number. When you watch it, then message me because
Is it crazy?
I could not believe that was real.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I tell you, one of the biggest disappointments of the year was Highest to Lowest. Have you seen that yet?
No.
Spike Lee.
No.
I thought it was a complete disaster. Like
no.
Terrible. The story, the characters, the writing, the score. I can't think of a movie that had such weird, out of place needle drops and music. It was.
Have you seen After the Hunt?
After the Hunt was absolutely terrible, and
but the score in that one was also like, I'm like, am I watching a horror movie? It was so jarring.
Yes, and most of the time it wasn't even score. It was like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
But like the little woo, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening?
And if that movie had come out in like 2012, maybe it might have seemed edgy and relevant. But in 2025, it felt so tired.
Yeah.
Everything that it was trying to do and everything it was trying to say. And I thought that Julia Roberts was so miscast in that movie.
Yeah, maybe.
It was just screaming for Cate Blanchett. It was obviously trying to be Lydia Tarr and not even close.
Yeah.
No, I thought she was just the complete wrong actress for that role.
Yeah, it was I was like, I really wanted to watch it because I really like Andrew Garfield, and I was like, oh, let's go watch it. And it was really late at night too, and then I was like, oh man, like I don't know if that was worth staying up that late for.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, another one that I thought was very overrated that I did not like was The Materialist. Did you see that?
Yes, I did, and I 100% agree with you.
Oh, see,
I feel like we have pretty similar tastes.
I think so.
Yeah, oh man,
it was just so cynical, and I really thought that the romantic comedy element was so poorly done, and it felt like a movie that thinks that what it's saying is so original and so incredible. What's it saying about New York singleites in 2025? And I'm like, actually, no. Like, I've seen a million movies cynical about love and dating, like this movie, and I mean, going all the way back to the 70s, this is not a new thing. And I don't know. I found it extremely frustrating.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. It doesn't stick out. Like, when I look back at the year, it doesn't stick out to me at all.
No.
And it was such a good cast. Like, I was like, oh, this is such a great cast. Like, I'm so excited to watch this. And it wasn't it for me.
And Pedro Pascal's character is basically body shamed.
Yeah.
Because he had this surgery And
Yeah.
that's like, see, he's not authentic. He's not a real, real unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
This surgery. I'm like, and I don't think you could never have that as a plot element about a woman.
100%. It would be canceled after
Yeah.
canceled. Yeah,
And
you're so right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and I just was so disappointing because I think that she had the opportunity and basically being with that best picture nomination, she was basically given the chance. You can make any movie that you want, and she loves rom-coms. Why did she make this?
Yeah.
She could
Yeah.
have, like, the rom-com is in such a sad, sorry state that she had an opportunity to make something that would have made a real impact on the genre. And
Yeah.
instead, she just made this tired, cynical
Yeah. Especially
movie.
getting a theatrical release, because every rom-com, I don't say every,
Yes.
most rom-coms are straight to streaming, and it's so
Yes.
upsetting.
Even
Like
even this the people I met on vacation, people we met on vacation,
Netflix. I'm so excited for that one.
straight to, I mean, that's the thing, I'm so excited. Like,
Yeah.
it's based on a popular novel, Emily
Yeah.
Henry. Like, how is that not getting a theatrical? I The big one for me, that was so depressing this year, is the Bridget Jones movie. I can't
Oh, I never
believe
watched
they
that.
I can't believe they didn't give that a theatrical. There was nothing else opening that people could see on Valentine's,
Yeah.
and all of those movies have made money. It is
Mhm.
all of them have been profitable. And
Yeah.
so to send that one straight to streaming is just like, I feel like it's basically a Pavlovian response now. Like, it's
Mhm.
just set in, oh, it's Rockcom, straight to streaming.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we can even, because after I had some hope after Anyone But You.
Yeah, that was huge.
I was like, oh, maybe this will kind of, I didn't even think it was that good, but I was hopeful that it would kind of inspire them to start making more and release more. And nope, nope, not at all.
Yeah.
There hasn't been another mainstream rom-com since.
Yeah, not like that, no.
Like, unless you consider something like Honora, like, that's about as good as we've gotten,
Yeah. No,
which is sad.
It's so, yeah, it's really upsetting. And yeah, and also I hate how Knives Out, all those movies are going straight to Netflix too. And
Uh-huh.
I'm luckily I'm gonna see it at VIF on Saturday, but
Oh, you are?
yeah, on big
I'm not the
screen.
biggest fan of those, but particularly Glass Onion, I
I
did not
100%
like.
agree. The first one I really liked. The first
Yeah,
Knives Out
yeah.
was so good, but yeah.
But I'm not the biggest mystery person. That I don't know, but they can be good. It can be good. Well,
Mhm.
hopefully this new one, but yeah, Glass Onion was just bloated and annoying and not nearly as clever as I thought it was.
Yeah.
And
I love the aesthetics of the first one. It was like so dark and fall
Yeah.
and moody and beautiful, and it was great. And then the second one was just like so, like rich people. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really love that. So,
Although the throw up was a lot in the first one.
yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
I have a very, very weak gag throw
Oh
up reflex. I
yeah.
sympathetic vomit, and I mean, I love the movie Pitch Perfect, the first one.
Yes,
It's one of
yes.
my all-time favorite comedies, but that's the only thing I don't like about it is the throw up.
Yeah. That's so real. Yeah, I love Pitch Perfect, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty close to a perfect movie in
It
my opinion.
It so is, and I'm waiting. They're like doing another one apparently, but I'm just waiting to.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, I
With the
heard
same cast?
Well, Rebel Wilson said that they're doing a fourth, and I was like, okay, but she said that like 2 years ago. But I guess it takes a while to get
Oh.
movies going. But yeah, she said they were working on it.
I'd be
So
surprised if they could get all those people back.
I don't know about all of them, but I think they could. I think most of them could. Like Anna Kendrick, maybe not, but like I don't know.
But that
But
third one was terrible, so I don't know how
oh yeah,
excited I am actually
honestly,
about it. But
yeah.
but that first one I really love.
Yeah, like the musical, like I guess I don't know what you call it, but it's just yeah, those kind of movies are so they don't exist either. Like a movie like Pitch Perfect does not exist today. There hasn't been one in like since Pitch Perfect, pretty much.
No, no, unless they're depressing, like
Yeah,
La La Land or something like that.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
So
Sing Sing. That was also kind of another one.
that was sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we like to end our interviews with some fun get to know you questions. And since this probably won't air for like a month, it'll be a little bit. I have some holiday themed questions for you.
Okay,
You
fun.
ready?
Yeah.
Christmas, holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay, first one. What is your favorite holiday drink?
Holiday drink? Oh, I really like apple cider, like hot apple
Mm,
cider.
yeah.
That's really good. Or just like a hot chocolate.
Oh,
Or chestnut praline latte from Starbucks.
good. Okay, what is your favorite holiday cookie or treat?
Oh, oh man. Maybe just like a sugar cookie. I know it's so
Uh-huh.
boring, but just
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
nice, like a tree-shaped sugar cookie.
Oh, good. Okay, good. All right. What is your favorite Christmas song or carol?
Oh, it'd probably be something from Justin Bieber's Under the Mistletoe album.
Okay, good.
Fa la la,
La la
Boys to Men.
la. Ooh,
Best song ever.
okay. What is your favorite classic Christmas movie or holiday movie?
Oh, see, classic is where you get me. I don't know, classic, because I would say my favorite Christmas movie, like by far, is Four Christmases.
Oh, wow.
But I
Yeah.
don't know if that's considered classic. I don't know. I could also say
Yeah.
Elf. I think Elf would also count
Elf.
more as
Yeah.
classic, but I like the
I love
comedies.
Elf. I love Elf.
I love Elf.
Um, and you'd be surprised how many people, when I do this, have say Home Alone. It's
I know.
probably 80%, like a large percent say Home
Really?
Alone, which I mean, it was a defining movie of a lot of our life, my life. I saw it when I was 9 years old, and it was the first comedy that I ever really loved was Home
Hmm.
Alone. So I get it, but it's just interesting because it's I don't think it's that Christmassy. It has
Yeah.
Christmas. It's certainly a Christmas movie, but it's not
Yeah.
like super Christmassy.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
I like the ones that are like kind of like take place. Like Four Christmases, I mean, they probably could have done the plot without. You could have done the plot at
yeah.
Easter. You could have done the plot at Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be at Christmas, but just it's hilarious. Like Vince Vaughn is like literally one of the funniest people on the planet, and
Uh-huh.
it's just so funny. But yeah, I have to be
I,
different. I can't pick Home Alone.
hey, there you go. No, I'm glad. Okay, which do you like better, Scrooge or the Grinch
The
as
Grinch.
characters? Okay,
The
good.
Grinch. I feel like I
Um,
relate to be the Grinch.
okay. Which do you like better, clear lights or colored?
Clear.
Okay.
Clear.
Would you rather be in a snowball fight or build a snowman?
Snowball fight. I'm competitive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a good gift wrapper or not?
Oh, absolutely not. No way. No way. I'm always like, I wrap it up and I'm like, here you go, just take it.
Do you have an ugly Christmas sweater?
I have a pink one. So yeah, I guess so.
Ah, very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right, you did it. You answered all the questions.
Yay. I survived.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for coming on and doing this. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And if people want to follow you on your socials, how do they do that?
At Delaney's Movies. My name is hard to spell, but Delaney. Delaney's Movies.
Okay, great. We'll have that all in the description so you can all follow Delaney. And it was great to meet you. Thanks so
Yeah, it was
much.
so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me.
I'd like to thank Delaney for coming on the podcast. This was so much fun to get to meet her and talk with her. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about all the different things that we talked about. And make sure you check out a playlist with all of my female film critic panel episodes. And you can follow me at Rachel's Reviews, all of our social media, iTunes, YouTube, and on Rotten Tomatoes. So check that out. Also, follow me at the Hallmarkies Podcast. And if you are listening on iTunes, please leave your ratings and reviews. Really appreciate that. And if you are watching on YouTube, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that so much. We also have the Patreon group, which is the biggest way you can support everything that I'm doing. And you get to be part of Patreon watch alongs and bonuses and lots of fun stuff. So check that out. And I have the merch store where I've got lots of holiday merch and movie inspired merch. Check that out. And thanks again to Delaney. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.